If you want a masterclass in sales and in marketing psychology, go buy a bed. Yes, a bed. I'm going to tell you a story, but before I do, I'm going to set 2 ground rules. Rule number 1, pause this video right now while you get a pen and paper. And I want you to take a note every time you learn something new, because there are 7 specific lessons in this story. And rule number 2, as I talk, I want you to ask yourself, did Mike, that's me, get ripped off when he bought his mattress? On to the story. So I walk into a bed store and I tell the sales guy I need a new mattress. And he says, okay, I'm gonna have you try different models so you can see what you like best, firm, soft, in the middle, whatever. He takes me around the store and has me lay down on a few different mattresses. And I noticed right away that every mattress he has me try was over $4,000. Yes, just for the mattress. He never asked for my budget. I was looking to spend maybe $800 on a mattress, yet he had me trying mattresses that were over $4,000. Why did he do that? Why was I laying on mattresses that were over $4,000 instead of the $600, $700, $800 ones? Think about it and write your answer down or put it in the comments below if you want. So I decide I want something on the firm side and I try a bunch more in that category. I found one I loved and it was about $1,400 marked down from $2,000. Now, of course, the salesman reminds me that I would likely keep it for over 10 years and that I'd spend 1/3 of my life in it. And I agreed to buy it because I really liked it. It felt great. So how did I spend $1,400 on the mattress when my original budget was $800? How did the salesman accomplish that? Write it down or put it in the comments. Let me know what you think. And along the way, he was also asking questions like, do you sleep on your back or on your side? Do you have back problems? All things like that. Now, I want you to think about what was he trying to accomplish with those questions. So now we sit down at the desk to iron out all the details. I also needed a new bed base to put the mattress on, and my original plan was to just buy one from Amazon because they're so cheap. But the salesman tells me he can give me a simple base for $200. Or for $250, I can get a fancy motorized one and he'll even throw in free delivery and a couple of pillows. Now, I want you to think about why he gave me those 2 options. What do you think he was doing to my brain? So let's summarize the transaction. I walk into the store planning on spending about $800 on a mattress, and I walk out spending almost $1,800 on a mattress, bed, and pillows. And later on, I will tell you whether I was ripped off or not. But let's break down the 7 lessons you should have picked up from the story. Number 1, he had me lay down on mattresses. That gave me the opportunity to imagine owning one of them. The opportunity to say, I need this mattress in my life. When people interact with a product, the door for a purchase opens. And remember, some people will lay on the $4,000 mattress and just say, I'll take it without trying anything else. So if you can, have people physically experience your product or at least try them in some capacity. Number 2, he used price anchoring. Once I saw $4,000 price tags on mattresses, and there were even some that were $5,000 or $6,000, the $1,400 one didn't look so bad. That's what price anchoring is. Let me know in the comments below if you picked up on this. Here's another example. I went to Ford's website to look at different prices on F-150 pickup trucks. I look at the current offers and they start at like $41,000. Now, $41,000 might sound like a lot of money, but it's not as bad when you put it next to an $81,000 truck. So high prices make moderate prices look low. Number 3, the discount gave me a reason to buy now. The $1,400 mattress I picked out was marked down from $2,000, so it felt like a deal. Number 4, he did not ask about my budget, because if I was focused on my budget, I'd be anchoring down to a low number. He just assumed I would be open to spending more money once I experienced the product. And turns out he was right. Number 5, he injected some logic. Sales and marketing is not just about emotion and persuasion and influence. It's also about logic. He talked about how long I'd own the mattress and how much I'd use it, which made it seem like something I should spend more money on. It was an appeal to my logical brain. Number 6, he asked very smart questions. Again, he asked me things like, do you have back problems? Think about what he was doing. He was looking to give a personalized recommendation, to say, I know exactly what you need and why. Because when you have a conversation like that, you're not just another salesperson, you're giving expert advice for one person. And number 7, and maybe this is the most important, he got me to think past the sale. Remember, he gave me 2 options for the bed base. There was a simple one for $200 or a fancy motorized one with free delivery and pillows for $250. And by the way, if money is coming out of your pocket, delivery is not free. Anyway, like most people would, I took the second option for $250 because I'd get a lot more value for just an extra $50. Now that's obvious because the math is simple, and I know you picked up on that. But what he was really doing was getting me to think past the sale. My original plan was to buy the bed base from Amazon, but the salesman had me focused on comparing 2 options, so I was sort of mentally agreeing to buy one of them. That's what thinking past the sale means. If you're looking at a pair of shoes in Saks Fifth Avenue and the salesperson says, "Do you like these better in brown or black?" they're trying to get you to think past the sale. Because if you're thinking about which option you like more, you're open to the idea of buying. In just a second, I'm going to tell you whether or not I got ripped off, so please hang on. But if you've made it this far, you might care about who I am. My name is Michael Camo, and I'm a New York-based marketing consultant. I give you simple, actionable strategies that help you make more money and strengthen customer relationships. So if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. You can also subscribe to this channel for more free marketing lessons. And if you click the link down in the description below, you can get my free video course. Again, the big question is, was I ripped off? And the answer is no, for 2 very simple reasons. The first is that I love the bed. Every night when I lay down, I'm happy, even though I never used the ridiculous motorized base. Second, the service was excellent from start to finish. The salesman had me in and out of the store in less than 20 minutes, and the delivery guys were on time, very polite, and they worked super fast. In fact, if I ever need another bed, I'm going back to that place because they just made it easy. So again, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and let me know what is the single most important thing you learned from this video, and let me know if you had any similar experiences when buying something. Let me know in the comments below, and thank you guys for watching.